Torn off in the attack. KETV Newswatch 7's Marla Raby is live at Creighton University Medical Center with the latest.
Well, Julie, the surgeon tells us Charlotte suffered a devastating injury in that attack yesterday. He says she was actually in surgery about 2 to 3 hours for the injury she received to her scalp. He says the dog bite was about a quarter-inch deep in her skin. He says she also received puncture wounds to her chest and a bite to her ear. Now, this is a picture right here of Charlotte taken at the hospital. The doctor tells us that part of her scalp was taken off in the dog bite and was actually brought in by paramedics, and then that was reattached in surgery yesterday. The doctor says the reattached scalp only covers about 80% of that injury. He says now doctors will wait to see if her little body accepts the skin and if there are any infections that develop. He says with dog bites, there is a higher risk of infection. He says on Monday they will evaluate how the surgery went yesterday and then determine where to go. He says to fully recover from the injury could take years.
Years of surgery where we're going to expand the scalp to cover up this defect. And the idea will be to eventually give her a normal scalp, which is hair growing. She's doing great. I spoke to the mother again this afternoon. I think obviously the child is in a state where she's happy, but the parents obviously are very devastated with this.
And he does tell us that in this type of circumstance, the hope and the goal would be to have all of this reconstruction finished by the time she enters school. So again, this process he anticipates could take several years, but he does have hope that she will have no lasting scars and be able to fully recover from the injury.
Right, there's no quick fix. And they're talking about surgery on Monday again for Charlotte.
Yeah, that's right, Julie. The doctors are going to take another look at her scalp and see the progress that she's made. And again, if there could be any infection that may have developed, he says from there they will determine their